The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 153 points. The S&P 500 is up 20. The NASDAQ is up 41. Oil is down another $1 a barrel. Almost time for Joe Biden to start buying oil. He told us that he was going to start buying when it hit $80 a barrel. So we'll see if that's true. Although right now it's fascinating to me. And I've owned businesses. I've led businesses, led groups. And it's amazing to me how the president of the United States comes out and tells the people, we the people, something in a speech. And within hours or days after that, his cabinet is saying the opposite. Now, I understand the village people don't understand exactly what's going on in politics. Oh, I shouldn't say the village people. His cabinet doesn't understand, but he's the president. Generally, the president sets the policy and the others either follow the policy or they get out. They have that option. But to come out the next day and say the exact opposite of what the president is saying, what does that tell us? What does that tell the world about the president and who's running the country? Well, we don't know who's running the country, do we? So he's at the United Nations today. That's going to be scary. I haven't heard his speech yet, but that'll be fascinating to see what comes of that one. Unbelievable, though. A lot of interesting things going on in the world right now. Elections have consequences. We've got one coming up here in California fairly soon. It's amazing looking at what some of these different issues are and the ballots. I'm going to probably try and get some folks to come in here and chat with us about some of the ballot propositions that are coming up. I like to do that frequently, what I do, just because this is a home and finance show. I try and get some of the chambers of commerce CEOs or presidents from the local area to come in and give their opinions on these and what the chambers opinions are on some of the propositions. We don't get to all of them, but we'll try to get to some of them. We'll do that sometime probably toward the middle of next month. We'll probably bring that in and chat about that one. We're going to change our format just a little bit today because we do have a lot going on, and I want to get to our topic of the day, reverse mortgages, and can a senior buy a home with a reverse mortgage? But changing our topics around just a little bit. The Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And as I shared with you a little earlier, the S&P 500 is up about 18 points. 10-year Treasury is down 1 basis point. Mortgage-backed securities are down 2 basis points. You know what that means? Absolutely nothing, because they're basically flat and the markets are waiting to hear what Jerome Powell has to say. But what did we learn that is new information today? Housing news. Existing home sales measures closings on existing homes showed that sales were down 0.4% in August at a 4.8 million annualized pace, which was stronger than expectations of a 2.5% decline. On a year-over-year basis, sales are down 20%. Inventory appears to have crested, as it does every time this year. Nothing new there. After the normal season build, and declined from 1.31 million to 1.28 million. There's now 3.2 months supply of homes, which is tight because 6 months is considered balanced. But if you look at the active listings, there are only 779,000 active listings, which means that 39% of the inventory in the existing homes report is under contract and really not available. This speaks to demand, as a normal market has 25% of the inventory under contract. When looking at month supply of available homes, it's really 1.9%. And while there are reports that homes are sitting longer on the market, you probably know better than that.
You know better than that.
If they're priced properly, they are selling quickly. The average days on market increased slightly from 14 days to 16 days. So they're still selling fast if priced properly. If they're not priced properly, we get price reductions, which we hadn't had that in a long time. About 40% of the market right now of the single-family homes on the market in the U.S. have had a price reduction, 40%. Now, I told you yesterday or the day before, or last week, 92807 in Anaheim, 62% of the properties have had a price reduction. What does that tell you about how they're being priced initially? When properties are selling quickly and you have two out of three have a price reduction, we'll see. First-time home buyers accounted for 29% of sales, which is unchanged from the previous report. Cash buyers accounted for 24% of sales, remain stable. Investors purchased 16% of the homes, up from 14%. So a lot of different changes right in there. But again, the first-time home buyer, we've been talking about that. But that is, if you're getting out there, that's the new home formations, household formations, I guess is the best way to put it. 1.6 to 1.7 million new home formations every single year, and we're only adding 1.3 million new homes each year. Well, what does that tell you? It's the supply and demand, economics 101. Josh, we probably should put that link to that economics 101 broadcast in every show. I mean, it's just amazing how much that's happening. It's just fascinating to me how we continue to watch some of these numbers, and they continue kind of misleading a little bit, right? I mean, I hear people saying, well, the housing market is crashing, or we're heading for a bubble. Well, Economics 101 seems to contradict that. That's the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com.